Downtown, another three for Sam. 95-79 Houston. It seems every time Orlando has been able to make a run, it's Cassell who has spoiled matters, but O'Neal is right back. Shaquille is 26. 95-81 Rockets.
I got to think Brian Hill's thinking about getting Horace Grant back into the ballgame to let him be the double teamer so the Magic can get Holt out on the three-point shooters much quicker.
Olajuwon. A deep shot by Akeem.
That ball, though, was saved. The play made by Charles Jones, who tipped the deflected pass right over to Akeem for a rhythm shot.
Turner for three. And a loose ball foul against the Rockets.
27, Charles Jones.
It's on Jones, his fifth.
Well, Drexler on the post-up and the penetration, drawing Brian Shaw down there, and that's what's leaving Sam Cassell wide open and nobody rotating because of the particular alignment that the Rockets have on the floor. They can't get out there quick enough. But if you come with a big man, a Jeff Turner or a Horace Grant, then you have your smaller, quicker people able to get out to the shooters.
The switch is made. Akeem is back on Shaq. No difference, though.
Rockets with a 97-83 lead. 7:45 remaining, fourth quarter. Mario Ellie is getting set to return for Houston. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 1. Cassell again. An extraordinary performance by Sam Cassell, who, as we touched on earlier, played only 11 minutes in game number 1 as Kenny Smith had the hot hand, and he has kept Kenny Smith on the bench. Hardaway with 29, 14-point lead. Anderson with the intercept. Shaw for 3, yes. It is down to 11. Rockets 99, the Magic 88. They double up on Cassell. Rebound Anderson, and Cassell called for the reach-in foul.
Well, now the aggressiveness of the Orlando defense getting the Rockets out of sorts here. Sam Cassell has played brilliantly, making one of his rare mistakes in this game. A little bit of a panic situation out of the backboard. He thought he had Drexler alone there, but the quickness of Nick Anderson to get that steal, and then the wide open Brian Shaw to bring the Magic to within 11.
6:41 remaining in the fourth. We'll be right back from our Ahmad Rashad here in Orlando. That's the Tonight Show with Jay Leno right after your local news here on NBC. (99-88), the Rockets by 11 as they have picked up the shooting in the fourth quarter after having big problems in the first half. Nick Anderson at the line, 1 of 2 tonight, and continues to have his difficulties. His mom, Alberta, rooting Nick on. Well, he's 2 of 4 from the line, and the Rockets lead by 10.
Houston is getting dangerously close to playing too conservatively and looking at the clock.
Being effective, it's making the Rockets take a long time to do this. Get the ball to Olajuwon.
Shot clock down to 1. Cassell, this time not able to do it. Olajuwon kept it alive, and the outside official, Dan Crawford, blowing the whistle. Apparently a timeout was called. The Rockets able to call a 20-second timeout.
I'm not a big fan of this tactic, but at this time, late in the game, they still have plenty of timeouts left. Akeem, so quick to the ball, slides inside Shaq with no box out. Not even any contact at all. Houston still with 4 full timeouts. That's an appropriate time to use that strategy.
Well, you got the feeling that that's what Akeem was trying to do, but obviously with 2 hands on the ball, he couldn't signal, and I don't know how referee Danny Crawford heard him calling a timeout, but he had to play all the way. It was a good play by Olajuwon. He felt he was in trouble on the floor in the lane. Robert Horry is giving the signal, and that's what Danny Crawford saw, which was right in front of him. So he didn't hear Olajuwon. I don't think he could have heard him in this building at this time.
Houston has 4 timeouts remaining. Orlando with 3 and a 20 as we come up on 6 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Cassell with the spin. And a foul is called. Sam Cassell hitting the floor once again.
He just fell down in disappointment. A beautiful one-on-one move. They're just isolated now. Akeem a little tired. Drexler a bit tired himself. And Cassell just taking over the game. This is every player's dream to come in as a bench guy and just dominate. The whole flow is yours.
Well, the questions on Sam last year were, yes, he could get into the lane and create, but were his decisions always sound? Well, he had a terrific playoff run last year and a great finals. Again, this year, some decision problems throughout the regular season, but Rudy Tomjanovich has a lot of confidence in this young man and that he will make good decisions at crunch time.
29 for Cassell. Horace Grant has returned, replacing Jeff Turner, and Grant could not get it in and called for time.
A terrific defense by Houston, but careless play by the Orlando Magic, having to waste a valuable timeout to inbound the ball on a made free throw. Inexcusable.
So the timeout is used with just under 6 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter. Terrific weekend of French Open. Tomorrow, the women's final starting at 3 o'clock Eastern. 101-89 Rockets. As Hardaway backs his way on Ellie. Anderson for 3. Yes. Nick Anderson with only his 2nd field goal cuts it to a 9-point Houston lead. Rockets have led by as many as 23. Sam Cassell has accounted for 7 of the Rockets' 11 points in this 4th quarter. Shot clock at 5. Drexler to the crossover. And a foul charged to Anderson.
Nick Anderson out of the deep post up will hit this long 3, but then the Rockets really got a fortunate break as they wasted an entire shot clock possession and then got bailed out.
Rockets are over the limit. Orlando with 3 team fouls. What a move by Drexler. He has 15 points. 103-92, Houston. O'Neal getting down deep. Shaquille with 30. 103-94, Rockets.
Well, actually, Olajuwon can afford to be more aggressive defensively right now. Rudy Tomjanovich saved him a lot in this game by having Charles Jones guard Shaquille O'Neal. Olajuwon with only 2 fouls.
Again, Drexler going baseline, and he was fouled.
Clyde Drexler 2 straight times. They're isolating him. They're really picking out who's got the hot hand. Nick Anderson lets him go baseline. And the next time, the double team comes, but Nick Anderson not aware of it. Nobody told him, and he goes baseline again, and Shaq has to foul him. 4 fouls on the big man.
Well, on isolation plays, you like to send your offensive man to the middle because that's where your immediate help is. But when you get beat on the baseline, your teammates don't expect it. Shaq got there for the second one, but way too late, and that's why he committed the foul.
Houston is 25 of 28 at the line. Rockets 105. Magic 94. 4.5 to go in this 4th quarter. Grant from O'Neal. What a block! And then a foul. Robert Horry with the block.
Robert Horry has made some defensive plays. I'm talking to Robert yesterday. I asked him if he felt underappreciated in basketball as a defensive player. He said yes, because I think this guy is terrific. He can play head up on the ball, and he's playing somewhat out of position as a supposed big power forward. He's not that, but he does well. This is a terrific hustle play to come from behind and get